Okay, this is the finished card rise. I fixed all the graphics on here, the foil that was peeled off. Now, the motor was sprung, so I had to send it to California to be rebuilt. It's the most expensive part of the whole repair. The shaft down there, the bushing was missing, right down in there. So I had to machine a new bushing and put that in. And then the drum was not. If you ran the trick, when you got to the end, you couldn't reset it without cutting the string. Of course, it would be stuck on the drum, and we can't have that. So I rebuilt the drum and made a clutch out of it. So now, when the trick is finished, you pull the clutch that way, and it disconnects from the motor. So now you can pull the string off. In fact, I want to pull that string all the way out where it needs to be here, so we have it right. Oh, hold on, break that. Come on. I don't want it to wind around the shaft. I want to get it where it's clear. And you can see how it's unwinding it. Okay. Also, the on-off switch was broken, so I fixed that. So this, when you push it in, it starts the motor. When you pull it out, it stops the motor. So that's what we did on the to get it to work right, and so you can reset it. Then I made a deck switch. This is a gimmick deck, which you will switch for the real deck, or the real deck you will switch for this, and this one will be strung for the rising cards. So let me stand this up for now. Okay, now the deck is permanently attached, so it doesn't come apart. It doesn't have to. So to string it, you string it like any rising card deck. Let me get the string all the way out here, so we get all the slack out. So you're going to put the, and this is just a solid, it's all cards glued together. It looks like a regular deck, but it's not. Okay, this is going to go, now the cards are going to go facing front. So you're going to put your string in, put your card in, like so. Then the next card is going to go under it and in, let's see, over it and in, like that. Now this will rise 3 cards. Then you're going to put the next one in, and you know how to set these up, so I don't have to, explain what I'm doing here, but like that. And then you're going to put the next one here. Like that. And then the last one. Okay. So now you pull all your slack, all the slack that you have, from the base. Put that over there for now. This way. Put it up top. Set it on. And now you want to wind it. Now it's off this way, so you're going to wind it. Now, this is a different kind of motor, so it doesn't click, but it does wind. You don't want to overwind it. Okay. Now, we'll take this up, and this is going to sit like this with the face card that's going to face the audience forward and the rising cards on the back, and it's going to sit in the back like this. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to take up all of this slack. So that's what we're going to do next. Just enough so there's a little slack left to handle it. So we're going to wind this up now. You can see it's winded up. And that will wind right onto the drum. There's enough tension on that to wind up on the drum. And how much you put in there, okay, so we're going to shut it off right there. Okay, so now this is sitting behind the trick. You're going to take the cards. You're going to have them select 3 cards, shuffle them back in. You get the deck with your left hand, and as you come behind, you just drop it right here, and you pick this up like this. And so now you've switched the deck, and you're getting ready to put it in. But as you do that, you can stall a little bit, and you can, again, wind it. So as you're putting it in slowly, so you're taking up most of the slack, and then shut it off. Place it into the deck. Whoop. There we go. Of course, I gotta twist it on there. That's what I shouldn't be doing. There you go. Like that. And now I should have wound it up a little more after we took up most of the slack. So I'm going a little backwards here, but I'm going to give it a couple of more winds. It's shut off now. After we laid it behind there and we wound it up to get rid of most of the slack, I should have wound up the rest of it so there's enough spring tension on it. Well, anyway, that's the, and so you've switched the deck and you've placed the deck in there, and now you can let the audience watch it. Now, from the audience's standpoint, I don't think you can see that string very good. You won't see the string. And you actually can take your time putting it in and let it really take up a lot of that slack. Leave enough so there's a delay. All right. and the cards will rise. The 3 cards will rise. Now, since this is all sealed, you can't reach in and take them out. Of course, you could if you open the back, but you want to keep this enclosed for the effect. So they'll probably stay there like that, which sort of makes a nice display anyway. And it may fall off. Okay, so now comes the second one. Whoop. String slipped off that. And there comes the third one. By giving it that extra wind after you take up all the slack, it gives you enough power to get the 3 cards to come up. When you get close to the end, you can shut it off so that you don't be yanking on the string in there. Then you can open it up, and you can take the 3 cards out and show them to the audience. And that's the rising card. I'm a little sloppy with it because I haven't rehearsed it, but you can get the idea of how to do it. Now once the effect is finished, you need to reset it. And this is where the clutch comes in. All you have to do, because if we didn't put that clutch in there, the string would be tight, and you'd have to cut it to get it apart. Then you'd have to restring the whole thing, and you can't have that. So to reset it now, we just take this, the whole thing together, lay it on its side. The dummy deck will probably fall out. Pull the clutch over. And you can see now I'm unwinding it like that. And just keep a little tension on the string as you pull it out. Just keep doing that until you get all the string unwound. In fact, you can, once it gets a little unwound, you can actually pull it. But this sort of helps it along. And there's quite a bit of string in there. It takes a lot to string it and to get it so you can put it together. Okay, we're just coming up on the end now. Okay, now now you just take this, run it over like that, and it will snap in. And now it's hooked back to the motor again, so you can reset it. And again, this is the when you push this in, it will run like that. You always want to be careful that this string doesn't get off inside here, so you always keep some tension on it. But the way this is set up, between the two, there is tension on it, and that shuts it off. Okay, and that is, see, now you have all your slack back up top again, and you're ready to restring the deck and put it in. To get that out, you just sort of grab it this way, front and back, or you could turn this over either way. Again, and then you're going to string it for the rise. Take all your slack out, wind it, set it behind with the face forward and the string back like that. Okay, so when you switch the card and you come out, you start the motor just to take up whatever slack you've got as you put this in. And you want to make sure that the rising string is in the back, like that. And that's how you put it down. And that's the rising card.